Hi everybody, quick video on my new purchase. I got myself a Shelly 1PM, which is a 16 amp smart power switch, Wi-Fi with power metering, so you can keep an eye on the energy consumption consumed by that device. So I thought I'd just do a quick unboxing. Quite a small little box, very small little device, just on the side there, just to confirm that it's a Shelly 1PM. 16 amp low capacity, and it's got both Wi-Fi and Bluetooth connectivity. Barcode, manufacturer information there, Altaco Robotics, Bulgaria. But this is the most interesting part, which is the spec. So as I said, maximum switching current 16 amps or 10 amp DC. You can power and switch both AC in the range of 110 to 240 volts, and you can go DC in the range of 24 to 30 volts. Power consumption less than 1.2 watts, which is what makes these devices perfect. I think they can be always on, and when in standby mode they're consuming hardly any power. Max RF power less than 20 dB, and then the RF band is 2.4 gigahertz Wi-Fi, which is the Wi-Fi standard 802.11 BG and N. It's got intelligent on and off. It's got its own embedded web server, which we'll cover in another video. SSL connectivity for security. As I said, power metering, I think, which is key, so you can monitor an individual device or devices that are connected to this switch. So as I said, quite a small box. Let's just give it a quick measure. So the box is 62 mil by 62 mil square and 24 mil deep. So let's go ahead and open it up, see what we got inside. First thing, little leaflet. Join the Shelly support group on Facebook, which I probably won't be doing. And then inside you've got the Shelly device itself, and I think probably under there we got some wiring instructions in a number of languages. Take a look at those in a minute. So let's just look at the device itself. Quite small, as you can see. If I just put it next to my watch, it's probably smaller, or just about the same size as a watch. So quite a small little device. You could easily hide this behind a light switch, wall switch, plug plate, or put it in a small enclosure. So you can see here there's a neutral connection. That's common neutral. There's two terminals, so you can connect neutral as part of the supply, and then you've got another terminal to supply neutral to the device you're powering. You've got there three live terminals, again all common, and one of those you would take over to the switch side, and then you've got O for output. So that's the output when you switch this device. You can switch this via the web interface, I'm assuming, as well as a physical switch. So what I'll do in another video is I'll connect all this up, wire it up, just to show you the easiest way to do that. The good thing about this, on the back, if you can see this little socket there, a number of little holes. Shelly, for the Shelly 1 devices, you can buy an accessory clip. So there's a little thing that clip on the same size as this. It just clips onto the back, and that gives you some inputs or additional inputs into this Shelly device. So you can put a temperature sensor, humidity sensor, and things like that. So I'll also be ordering myself one of those. Let's just see how big this device is. As I say, it is pretty small. So it's just under 40 mil wide, probably 39 mil wide, and then its widest, it's 35 mil wide, and thickness, it is 19 mil wide. So it's a really small little device, I have to say. Plastic, quite solid, some flat screw heads there. I would have preferred those to have been Phillips, but you get what you get. And then on the bottom you can see the terminals. They're quite big actually, so that's quite good. You could probably get a couple of wires depending on the gauge of the wire that you're using. Other devices I've seen have been quite small and quite restrictive. I don't know if we can get an idea of what sort of size those holes are to work out what kind of size cables you can get in. I would say they're about 3 mil diameter, so that's not bad. I think that'll be big enough for what my plans are. So I'm going to use this, which will be a separate video, to make a fan controller based on temperature and humidity. So that'll be part of another series of videos. Anyway, so that's the device itself. Let's take a quick look at the instructions, see if there's anything useful on there. It comes in a number of languages, English, German, I can see, Italian and a few others. So here's the English one, and there is the wiring diagram. So, as I said earlier, you've got the neutral just coming in there. I don't know if you can see that, let me focus. Then you've got live coming in, then you would take one of those lives out to an external switch, if you're going to use an external switch, and go to the SW input on the Shelly device. So then if the switch is closed, it will then trigger an output on the 0 terminated or the O terminated marked device. So you can switch this on via the web interface, and you can also switch this via a physical switch, and I think you can use a simple toggle or a latch switch as well, so it's quite flexible in that regard. Anyway, so that's just a very quick unboxing. I'll do a few more videos connecting this up, powering it up, wiring it to a switch. When I get the accessory device that arrives, we'll connect this to the back, and then I'll show you how we can configure that to take an input from temperature and humidity. Anyway, more to come. I hope you liked the video. If you did, please consider subscribing and maybe even hitting that notification bell so we see each other in the next video. Take care, everybody.